And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros going up against the Expos. All right, just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Ken Hill. Not the best results a year ago. Looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did last year. So we'll see if he can get off to a great start. Perhaps the work that he did in the offseason will show good results early on. But he's got to get out of the gates going strong, or else he may find himself in the bullpen or back in the minor leagues.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in for the Astros, Kyle Tucker. And that's outside. 3-1.
3-1.
Righty delivers. And now the count for the 3-2. Kicks and fires. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And he deals. Corey Jones will hit next. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 2 away now.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
That one inside. Now 3-1. Jose Altuve up next. 2 outs, base is empty. And he grounds one back up the middle. Fires over to first. And they get the out on Alvarez. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Astros are down quietly. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab in this one, Justin Verlander. And as usual with him, Siggy, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Bill, he's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his career, so we'll expect to see more of the same in this one.
We go to the bottom of the first. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Vladimir Guerrero. Up and in, and the count is 3-1. High fly ball out to center field. King moving under it. Makes the grab, one away. Let's take a look at our lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
We know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
And the pitch. Softly hit to third, and he picks it up in foul territory. The 2-2 on the way. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2 outs. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. We played an inning. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Jose Altuve. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will throw off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Right-hander kick steals. Good chase that time.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. And now it's Alex Bregman. Kicks and deals. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Altuve around second, headed for third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out in front. Man, that was like he was in a chip on the tee.
So next up for Houston, Yainer Diaz. Ball to strike. And another ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That one catches the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, it looks like he's ready to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And a pitch. Swung on, ball 2. That one back. A laser to left. His second of the year, and now they're out front. It's 3-0.
Well, the best home runs are the ones that give your team the lead. That's a great feeling right there. You see how he stays square to the plate. He takes a breaking ball that's away, gets around it, gets it up in the air, and hits a long home run. Not exactly the way that you teach it in the cage, but you'll take the result.
Jose Abreu up to hit. On the ground to third. Throw is high and over his head. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull him to second safely.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
Chas McCormick now at the plate. In the air, right field, and that's a foul ball. Abreu at second with nobody out. Right side, and that one handled on to first. One out for second.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to leave the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Swing and a ball hammered left field, and it's off the wall. In comes the run from third to add on, and it's 4-0.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Nice line drive on the whole side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend with the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Kyle Tucker. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. Throw into third. In there safely.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch for the plate lately. Pretty tough for the infielder to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Corey Julks up next for the Astros. The pitch. Fought off foul. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Fires to second for 1. Over first, safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was impossible. Inning double play. Great hustle. He gets rewarded with the RBI replacement.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. 2 outs.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Just misses. Ball 2.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Moved to first. Jones dives back in safely. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And there he goes. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game. And now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And on second, 2 down. And they'll do it again. Pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Base knock Around third. He will score, and it's now a 6-run lead.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
It appears Dave Martinez is ready to dive into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Ken Hill is done. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Harry Wood gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And the pitch. So now 1-2. And a pitch. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Alvarez, the runner at first with 2 gone.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
1-2 now. Altuve waits. Stays alive. The 1-2. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. So in the end, 10 come to the plate. 6 of them come around to score. Now to the bottom of the second. The Astros on top, 6-0. And we're back. Now it's the power speed combo. Larry Walker. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms,
2-2.
You're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
The pitch. Caught and missed, struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now here is Rondell White.
Down is full.
One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the right-hander deals. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Randy.
Next to hit, Randy Milligan. The Stros up big in this one. Bottom half of inning number 2. Bounce to the right side. And he took off with it. Save the first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So man aboard, Sean Barrett, the next to hit. The 1-1.
No, that's out.
And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Alex Bregman. The wind of the pitch. Down the line. Sizing this one up. And there's one down. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer flag. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Jose Abreu up next for the Astros.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Flips the corner. It's a ball in 2 strikes. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The wind and the pitch. And another ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The wind to kick the pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. Flying after this one. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. Snakes through that one. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And we're back as we go to the last of the third. And now the rookie second baseman, number 15. On the ground, right side. Throws to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Darren Fletcher.
And the batter now, Darren Fletcher. The Astros up big in this one. Here in the last half of the third. That one lifted to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Vladimir.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. 2 down, nobody on. His hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hit 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Man at first, down the number 2 hitter. Runner on the move. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Righty to the plate. Gets a piece and stays alive. Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
2-2.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And the righty deals. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now the center fielder, Chas McCormick. Here's a 1-1.
2. 1-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And another ball. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. And it's filled up.
Full count.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Could be extra bases. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around second is Pena. The relay to third. He's in there.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that. But for a league speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Kyle Tucker up next for the Astros. Left-hand hitter waits. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2-1.
Right-handed reliever. Foul ball.
Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
At the belt and fires. That one ripped. Guerrero ranging back on it. That's not coming back. His second of the year. It's 8-0.
Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Corey Julks digs in now. And that's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it for the catch. Had him way out front of the slurve.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way. But that time, a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And now 2-1. The other way, and he beats the shift. And now a 2-out opportunity for Jose Altuve.
Now that's second baseman.
Jose Altuve up to him here. And a ball and 2 strikes. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The throw is still in time. And they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now an 8-0 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Now, number 18.
The left fielder, number 18.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Here comes a pitch. That's off the mark. It's 2-2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And here it comes. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And aboard on the leadoff single. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it yet, Siggy, but that extends his hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know he knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row, and that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Verlander moved to first. Dives back out.
Man, you're feeling so good. You just got the knock. You're on base, and then right away you get picked off. That's just a tough one to swallow, especially after leading off at any with a single.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Next to hit, Larry Walker.
That's the ball.
Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
One down, base is empty. Wouldn't chase that time.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Just missed there. Boo.
Now
to describe your
center
strike
fielder.
Kind of like a weevil. Large. One gone runner at first. Here's the center fielder, Rondell White. Next offering is downstairs.
2-1.
Second and 1 gone.
Now I could watch base hits like that all day long. So every hitting coach in the league, just a nice line drive into center field.
So now the DH spot, Randy Milligan, the 1-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 2013 in the playoffs. You caught one as the Red Sox played the Rays in the division series.
I sacrificed a bracelet. It was my wrist and my hand.
Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. Runners at first and second with one gone here in game one of this 3-game set. And that's outside. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Tucker reaching back towards the wall. Grabs it right up against the wall. Runner tags up for third.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Now here is Sean Berry. Corners are occupied with 2 down. He swings and fouls one off. Two on, 2 outs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And he deals. And there's a ball. Walker on third. White on at first with 2 down. That one missing inside.
Count is full.
He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. New inning getting started, and now Alex Bregman. That one way inside. Right back to him on the mound. Tosses the first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Yainer.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And a swing and a miss.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Righty to the plate. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve.
That's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And next to hit for Houston, Jose Abreu. And another ball. Just inside, and now it is filled up.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Popped up. Has a beat on it. Corrals it. And that is that. 1-2-3 go the Astros as it remains an 8-0 game. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now it's the second baseman, number 15. The pitch. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
1-2.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. J.P. France up and throwing. Belak getting loose as well. Wouldn't chase that time. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. On its way to the corner, and that's a foul ball. The pitch. In the air, right side. Tucker on the move. Brings it in. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher, Darren Fletcher.
Darren Fletcher will hit next. Popped up left side. Gets under it. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, right fielder, Vladimir.
The lineup flips over. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And that one fouled off. 2 outs. That one missed.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
2 down, nobody on. This to third. Bregman sends it to first. And Vladdy is set down. And that'll do it. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. Astros lead it 8-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. Here's a 1-1. In the air, center field. White sizes this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And stepping in is the speedy Jeremy Pena. The Stros up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Got it by him.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Good eye in that spot.
Outside.
That one close, rule the ball. Ball 3. That clips the corner.
Full count.
The wind of the pitch. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a pitch. Hit hard. That gets through. Around first, heading for two. To second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bat. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And next is the designated hitter, Corey Julks. Kicks and deals. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Under it. He makes the grab. And that is that. So a two-out double, but they don't score. 2-3-4 and go up in the home half of the sixth. Astros lead this one 8-0. And we're back. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number three. The pitch. Last down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumping, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the ball right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Here's the left fielder. And it's second. And that's ball four.
Take your base.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." Righty delivers. Roll to short, could be two. Pena on the run, throw to first.
He's out of there.
One away, bottom of the sixth.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
Rondell White now at the plate. The pitch. Way
2-1.
outside, and a count 2-1. Second and third, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. And the pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's two away.
The designated hitter, Randy Milligan.
And now the DH, Randy Milligan. And the right-hander deals. Slice the other way, that's a base hit. One runs in. Another steal. Two runs in on the play.
He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing out. One thing that was great about the approach is he was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Taking a chance to start falling back into this ballgame.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Verlander done in this one, and he leaves with the lead after giving them some decent innings. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a moment. Astros go to the pen, and here comes J.P. France.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Man in scoring position with two away. Here's the third baseman, Sean Berry. And a pitch. And a foul ball. the pitch. Headed down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. And on second, 2 down. On the ground to third, Bregman gathers and throws to first. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. Houston leads this one 8-2. Top of inning number 7. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
The left fielder, number 44, Yordan Alvarez.
And there's a ball.
Well, these Astros doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
Well struck right field. Guerrero going back. Leaping, and it's gone. It just got out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 9-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he almost robbed a home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Boucher takes over on the mound.
Coming on to face a righty bat, and they've had quite a bit of success against him this year.
Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. And a 1-1. To the right side, and that chance handled to first, and they get Altuve for the out.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Now it's Alex Bregman. The line to kick the pitch. And strike 2. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. 1-2 now. And another ball. Got him swinging. So 2 down now, and here is Gainer Diaz. And it's fouled away. The Astros up big in this one. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. And down on strikes. That ends the frame. Alvarez goes yard for Houston. It's now a 9-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, number 15. The wind of the pitch. That misses.
That's a ball.
It's 2-1. Action in the pen down there. Rafael Montero, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Graveman also throwing. And the pitch. Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's down and in. It's 9-3. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient.
And here's the catcher, Darren Fletcher. Right-handed reliever, just missed. Here comes a pitch. That one fouled off, 2-2. And the righty deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. One run across in the frame so far. Here, the bottom of the 7th. This one popped up. Under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, number 3.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop. Kicks and fires. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Getting over. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. It's now 9-3. We go to the 8th. Now at the plate, Jose Abreu.
Jose Abreu.
And now the lefty. This to 3rd. Sends it across to 1st. That takes care of Abreu.
Now batting, the center fielder, Chaz McCormick.
Chaz McCormick up next for the Astros. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 8th. And another ball. That's ripped to right down the line. That one out's against the fence. Makes the turn and heads for 2nd. And that's a 2-bagger.
Back spin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at 2nd.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. Man at 2nd. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
Up the middle, and that one handled to 3rd. So the batting order turns over. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Kyle Tucker. 2 outs. Left field. And that is that. 1 left for Houston, but they lead it 9-3. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the left fielder, number 18.
Number 18.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
That fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
That's a ball.
And downstairs. Ripped to short. Zips it across. Just got him on that one.
The first base agent.
And the batter now, Larry Walker. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off. Bregman handles. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, the center fielder, Rondell White.
2 outs, base is empty. Rondell White, the next to hit. 2 down, nobody on. Right center field, and it drops in.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Randy. Should be extra bases. Around third. Will score easily. It's now 9-4.
Back-to-back base hits. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out wide and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Pitcher on now, Rafael Montero.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Man at second here with 2 away. Down the third baseman, Sean Berry. Milligan on at second with 2 down. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That one the other way. That's a base hit. Coming on. He scores. It's
Stringing it together. That's 3 hits in a row. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, it takes so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it.
now it's the second baseman. The pitch. Slider clips the zone. And here it comes. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. 9th inning coming up. Astros lead it 9-5. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the DH, Corey Julks. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. To the right side. Walker steps on the bag, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez up next for the Astros. One down, base is empty. Top of the zone. will be the cleanup hit. Jose Altuve. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. And these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Way inside. High in the air, out to right. Guerrero settles under this one and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they go quietly there, and 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the ninth. The Astros on top, 9-5. We head to the bottom of the ninth, and now Darren Fletcher.
Darren Fletcher.
On a strike, the pitch. The other way, and now maybe extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he was going to get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good rhythm.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero. And it's second. And a base hit up the middle. Fletcher around third. He'll score. It's 9-6. Well, Siggy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down.
So Josh Hader gets the call for now. He's pitching on 2 days rest. The batter will be the shortstop.
Number 71.
The 1-1. And a good eye there.
Outside.
The 2-1. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Here's a 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. And that's down and away.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Tucker should have it. Makes the grab, 1 down.
The batter, number 18.
Now the left fielder, he is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Snap throw to first. Guerrero back in standing. Guerrero leads off first with 1 away.
Was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
is empty. And now the first baseman, Larry Walker. Looking to get the tying run on base. That pitch gets the corner. The count is even 2-2. Left-hand batter waits.
Nope.
And just misses with that one. Rondell White to bat next. He walked it. And now keep things going.
Well, you know this guy likes to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. This is the second time he's taken the ball.
Snap throw to first, and it got it.
Well, that could be so tough. Left-hander with that leg. Picks it up and can dangle it in the air a little bit, and you're not quite sure. Really good move over, and you can't blame the base runner for getting picked off on that one.
Pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2 the count.
Is just one strike away. Fouls it off, still 1-2. 2 outs. That one just misses. 2-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The 2-2. That's that one misses down the road.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't breathe on either.
Got him looking. And that is the ball game.
Well, he does a nice job of coming in and getting the save. He made a mistake with the pitch, gave up the solo home run, but he maintained his focus to push through to the finish line.
And the final here today, 9-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaumburg. We'll see you soon.
And our final line score tonight.
One down. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter. Jose Altuve.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
Swings and misses. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason. That helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
And fouled off. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Got him looking. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in Nationals Park. On to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Larry Walker. Gets him to chase after that one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Rafael Montero preparing to come on if needed. Graveman, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Fouls one off out of play. Back to our left. The pitch. Swings and misses. One down.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement. Most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Foul ball there. McCullers winds, fires. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there's 2 down. So digging in, Rondell White. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing here this half. Back in Washington, D.C. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Right through there for a strike. Not even close there. And it's 1-1. This low penalty. Deep left field. On its way. Gone. He powers that one out of here. His 2nd home run of the series, and we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ball.
Jose Abreu up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
That was exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit, and he just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, out to short. Throw to first is in time.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. She delivered a good play right there.
Gagne, 27 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swings through that.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Out looking. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. So bottom of the 9th, and now Sean Berry with the right-hander back to work. Swings through that one out in front that time. Activity in the bullpen. J.P. France getting loose out there. Hader, the power lefty, up as well. Altuve slings to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th. Here's the second baseman.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, Parker.
Right-hander kick steals. Headed towards the corner. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's 2 down. And now looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Randy Milligan. He represents the winning run. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. All tied up here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Bounce to the left side. Ping. Rolls across the diamond. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Now into the game, number 2. He takes over behind the plate. Jake Myers getting ready to hit, and he deals. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit is probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the man.
Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down.
Well, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfielder. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Slap the other way, foul. And he'll 1. Coming home. He'll score. The Astros take the lead. It's 4-3.
Big RBI for him right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Line drive, and there's a hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for 3rd. Not in time. He's safe.
Back-to-back singles, let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle.
Stands in now and watches strike 1. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here in extra innings.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
That's towards center. And he makes the catch. Runner tags for 3rd. He's in on the sac fly. It's 5-3.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a
the 3rd baseman, Alex.
Great at bat. Got the job done.
Now on the bump, number 36.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
On the ground to short. They take the force out, and that's the 3rd out. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Back here in extras. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Vladimir Guerrero. He's already homered in this game. And a pitch. That missed inside. And it's 1-0.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
And a swing and a miss there.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Wouldn't chase that time. And a swing and a miss. And 1 gone.
Oh, really went aggressive aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Fouled off. He was late. Tying run at the plate. Ground off the middle. That's a base hit. Had it real play. He'll score easily. That one in one. It's 5-4.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Really nice job staying at the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. And now let's see if they force some action.
Runner takes off. Pitch is low. And safe. It's a stolen base.
The close player in that one. The perfect throw probably gets him. That throws him a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
In the air, right field. Sizing this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tagging for third. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Number 33.
So it's their last chance in this one. Larry Walker will hit next.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. When you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it. But this is where they earn their keep.
Hard hit, right side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Astros strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, this is the perfect way to finish up a road trip, a sweep in this series before heading back.
John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We'd like to welcome those just tuning in on the show for a live look-in. You're right on time. Vladimir Guerrero might be looking at his last opportunity to extend his hitting streak. He's hitting 14 in a row. Movement in the bullpen. Joe Kelly looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia also getting ready. At the belt and fires. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Have you ever caught a foul ball as a fan?
Only as a broadcaster, not as a fan. You?
I haven't been to many games as a fan.
And a pitch. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. Righty to the plate. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
A little bit of intense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky. Well, the goal when you go on the road is to at least play 500 ball. They've been winning series. They win.